Hey everyone, welcome back to week 3 of our COVID conditioning series. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of weeks. This week we're going to jump it up a notch and progress things along, make it a little bit more challenging for you. Don't forget, if you've had any issues or questions, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to help. This week we're just making some small progressions, which you'll see shortly, which should hopefully get you through to being able to hopefully start training maybe the start of July they're hinting at. So good luck for it and enjoy.
Okay, so the routine for week 3 is going to look similar to the last 2 weeks, except we're going to be adding in an extra run day. The idea of this is to just closely replicate what you'd be doing during your normal footy season, which is having 2 training sessions during the week and then a game day on the weekend. So besides from that, we're going to be keeping the strengthening exercises to twice a week, which I'll show you the outline for now. Okay, so here we have the strengthening exercises for week 3. As you can see, they're very similar to the previous weeks. The idea of that is we want to follow the principle of progressive overload. You can see from the diagram here that I've put up that each week we're going to provide our body with a new stimulus in order for it to adapt and grow from, in order to get stronger and build muscles. So that's what we want to be doing. So keeping similar exercises, we're able to gauge our progress and see how things progress over time. And so we're just going to be making those small tweaks to either the weight we've used or the number of reps we're performing for the exercise or the amount of time we're holding the exercise in order to make it more challenging for our muscles to provide that extra stimulus for them to grow. So as always, we're going to be doing our warm-up for 5 minutes before we begin. So that's the same as the previous weeks. And then we'll be going straight into our Bulgarian split squats with weight. This time we're trying to be increasing the amount of reps that we're doing. So instead of doing sets of 8, we're going to shoot for 15 repetitions per set. And then supersetting the Bulgarian split squats, we'll be doing our push-ups again. This time we're going to shoot for 30 reps instead of 25 reps per set.
Alright, so for our next exercise, we're going to be progressing our hamstring bridges that we were doing. So instead of doing it on 2 legs, we're going to be doing it on 1. So essentially we're doubling the weight that's going to be going through our hammies. And then with this, because of that, we're going to be reducing the amount of reps we're doing. So we'll be shooting for 10 reps. So just to go through a couple of technique pointers, we want our knee, we'll show you on this side, knee bent to about 20 to 30 degrees. So we go back a little bit further, so about that range. And then popping up onto our hips, driving through our heel to get those hamstrings engaged. Okay, so shoot for 10 reps of that and enjoy. Okay, so supersetting our hamstring bridges, we're going to be doing some side planks again, but we're progressing them. We're doing them on our toes instead of on our knees with the leg lift. So just propping up onto the elbow again and onto the side of the foot this time. Same principles apply. We're trying to keep everything straight with our hips, knees and shoulders, and just keeping this bottom sort of torso and leg elevated, not letting it drop down to the ground as we fatigue. Okay, so we're going to shoot for 45 seconds of that, and of course doing it on both sides. If you find that one side's weaker, it'd be a good idea to just do that side first. So say on your left side you can only do 40 seconds. Do your left side first, do your 40 seconds, and then match that on the right so you're not creating even more of an imbalance. Okay, so we've been doing the adductor raises with our knee bent for the last couple of weeks now. So this week we're going to try and progress that to make it a little bit more challenging. So we're going to increase the lever that we're performing it with, which is going to increase the difficulty and the demand on our groin muscles. So we're going to be going with our foot on the bench as opposed to our knee, trying to keep our knee straight if we can. If it's a little bit too challenging with your knee dead straight, you can have a little bit of a bend and that will make it easier. But same things apply, coming up and slowly back down. And this is going to be a little bit more challenging, so we'll be reducing the amount of reps that we're doing. So we're going to only be doing sets of 6 to begin with. Similar to the side planks, if you're finding one side's weaker, do that side first and then match the amount of reps that you're performing on the other leg.
Okay, so supersetting the adductor raises, we're going to be doing our front planks again. This time we're going to be doing 2-minute holds instead of the 1.5 minutes. If you find you can't maintain that good technique described in week 1 for the whole 2 minutes, that's okay. I just recommend calling the set short when you begin to fail with your technique.
Alright guys, so our last exercise is going to be a calf raise again. This time I'm going to add some load with the backpack. So a nice anatomy textbook works quite well if you have one handy. Otherwise, any old textbook will do the job just as well. Make sure you zip it up or that could be disastrous. And popping it on, same technique applies. Slight bend in our knee, 20 to 30 degrees. Popping up onto our balls of our foot and slowly back down. Okay, so because we've increased the weight, we're going to decrease the reps. So we're going to go back to sets of 12 for this one.
Okay, so here's our conditioning work for week 3. As you can see, there's 3 different sessions. All of them are going to be training different energy systems. So we're going to be working on our aerobic base and conditioning with our second session, which is going to be a long slow run at a nice easy pace. So we're looking at 20 to 25 minutes, so just an extra 5 minutes compared to what you did the previous week. We're going to be doing some shorter, sharper stuff with our third session of the week. So we're going to be doing some sprints in air quotes, but at 95%. So not going full throttle just yet, just to reduce the likelihood of getting any muscle strains as we're still building our conditioning. So we're going to do 5 lots of 20 meters, 5 lots of 40 meters, 4 lots of 60 meters, 3 lots of 80 meters, and 2 lots of 100 meters. So between each distance, have a rest between sets of about 2 minutes. For the recovery in between each rep, I just recommend doing a walk back recover. So for example, the first one, you sprint for your 20 meters, walk back for 20 meters, and then go again for 5 reps before having a 2-minute rest break before you do the 40 meters, so and so on and so forth. So they're the second and third sessions, and then for the first session, it's going to be similar to what we did last time, except we're increasing the pace that we're doing our faster run along the length of the field. So instead of a 70% pace, we're going to be jumping up to 80%, and then we're reducing our rest between each set. So we're going to be doing 1.5 minutes instead of the 2 minutes. So give that a go and enjoy it.
Alright guys, that's it for week 3. I hope you enjoyed the exercise progressions we've made for this week. Again, work hard, enjoy. If you have any issues, feel free to message us, but if not, we'll catch you next week. Cheers.